Game begin.
Off-seas, we've been around for about two to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we of course have Rocket League. And our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.
Welcome to Rocket League, where soccer meets rocket-powered cars. 3 players hit the field against a team of 3 others. The job is simple. Put the ball in your opponent's net. After 5 minutes of gameplay, whoever has the most goals wins. If you're tied, we get overtime. With infinite time on the clock, it now comes down to whoever scores first. Rocket League may look simple, but it has a high skill ceiling. Rocket League is all about mastering physics. Every move, pass, and shot is completely player-controlled. No buttons here to auto-pass to teammates. Grab some boost pads around the arena to fill up your tank. Then jump, tilt back, and use that power to fly through the air. Just don't get demoed. Also, there's hats. Lots of hats.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You know the name and you know the voice. My name is Gareth, and I'm joined with...
Ignacio Maza.
Sorry, can you say the short form?
YG.
There we go. Alrighty, how you doing? How you doing? We got the duo back here, and we're going to be watching some Rocket League, specifically the BBB Best of 5 tournament, which stands for the Bluegrass Boost Battle Tournament. Yes, there are 2 Best of 5 series, and we are going to be watching the Condors up against Purdue University. Isn't that right?
That is right.
Oh, yeah. So, honestly, get ready for all that. And just one quick message before we get into the games today. Unfortunately, AD, one of our players, he couldn't make it in person, but he is still playing. He had some schoolwork to get to or something like that, but he will still be playing to the best of his ability. You just won't see his beautiful face on the bench there. On the bench, you can see Poke right in the middle, as well as one of our newer players. And then, of course, the coach all the way on the end and in the black jersey. So, IG, before we kick things off today, I gotta ask you one thing. How much of a Rocket League professional are you?
Again, I dabble a little more. I have hit Champion 2, so I do know a lot of the terminology.
Okay.
But these guys would absolutely slap me. These guys
You
are
think so?
insane.
Okay.
The time they put into the training field, insane.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And that was another thing I wanted to mention as well, is that we've seen these players' stats before the games and a couple weeks ago as well. They are no slouches when it comes to overperforming. Like, we have seen their shot accuracy. We've seen their points. They are something devious.
Yeah, they are a little crazy. These guys just have so much control of the ball, so much knowledge. The training just pays off that much.
100%. And we'll see if the opponents' training has paid off as well as we go over to the bracket. Let's see what we got here, what we're rocking with. I'm hoping that Conestoga's way up there, because we should be. YG, you want to take a look and analyze this?
Yeah, so we have here, we have Tennessee Tech Gold versus Xavier University at the top, with some teams getting a bye round. UC Burke has red. I do not recognize a lot of these universities besides Akron, University of Akron, one of our big rivals.
Oh, yeah.
Big rivals here
They're
when it
going
comes
to
to
be
Valorant.
sorry if they come against us. If Conestoga wins this one and then wins the T round and then wins the AI round, if we're going to be fighting Akon Gold, I think we're going to be seeing a beatdown on the Rocket League field.
Yeah, for sure. But again, our Condors here trying to go for a quad win streak here.
Absolutely.
There is double elim. If they do manage to win, they do qualify for the LAN, which is in Kentucky, I believe, right?
That is correct. Yes, if we manage to make it all the way to the top, we will be taking our boys over to Kentucky to compete on a LAN competition, which is that's where all the marbles, like whoever wins that wins all the marbles. They get all the street cred, all the medals, all that jazz and glory. But even if they don't, like you said, it's a double elimination, so there is a chance for a losers bracket, and of course, the winner of the losers gets to go to the LAN.
Exactly.
So honestly, yeah, a lot of great stuff coming up today. Man, oh man, you were saying a little bit earlier that you know Rocket League a little bit better than the average person. Would you say that?
I think so.
Okay, so what do you think are some of the trick shots we're going to be seeing here? I've heard the term psycho thrown around.
The terms psycho's a little bit insane. If you get to hit that in a match, you are you're quite the
You're
player.
feeling it?
You're feeling it that day.
Okay.
A Psycho, a full court, full field Psycho is a little bit of a shot, but
Alright.
something more common you might see, maybe a little flip reset here and there.
Okay.
Nice little musty flick.
All right.
Nice
okay.
little double
the
tap.
musty flick. All right.
Yeah, something like that. So that's more standard for competition.
Gotcha. Do you want to dive into a little bit of the shot types for our viewers that might not know Rocket League as well as you or the players?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a double tap is a shot. You know, you tap it off the backboard, you get the read, and you just shoot it straight to the net full
All
force
right.
afterwards.
Plain and simple.
Playing it simple.
What about
Flip
the musty
reset.
flick?
A musty flick, you
Yeah,
know,
what's that?
it's usually off the air. You keep the ball in your car while you're in the air. You do a 360, but clockwise rotation, and you just launch the ball with the hood of
Okay.
your car.
Okay, interesting. And so is that the one where you force the goalie to kind of 50-50 on like going up in the air or staying on the ground?
No, that would be just a regular aerial.
Ah, okay. Well, I was close. We all make improvements. And then before you were talking about a different, I think it was a flip reset.
A
you were
flip
talking
reset,
about. Yeah,
yes.
what's that?
So in Rocket League, you only get, once you go in the air, you only get one spin, one little flip towards to get power.
Okay.
But if you get your car directly under the ball, you can reset that timer and get a second flip in the air.
Okay.
So if you can chain those together, you can keep the ball in the air and just keep on getting, like, faking out the goalkeeper. When am I going to shoot? When am I going to shoot in the air?
Okay. Honestly, that's got to be pretty tricky though, because you only have 100 boosts to work with,
Yeah.
and like actually getting up into the air takes like what, about 20 boosts?
Yeah, about 20 boosts or
Yeah.
not a little double jump.
Yeah, exactly. So like you have to be managing your fuel, and much like the game explainer was saying, we are going to be seeing a lot of fuel packs being picked up because a big part of Rocket League that honestly I don't think a lot of people focus on is the fuel economy.
Yes.
You got to make sure everybody's got enough boost to get from one end of the court to the other side, and a lot of teams take that for granted. I think our players are quite good at that. I'll be honest, they seem very tactical.
Yeah,
Shooting.
for sure. Something that, like, a lot of teams do not take a lot of dive into is their rotation. Our boys are insane at their rotations.
Oh, yeah.
That back post, just being there for each other, having somebody back always. It's just amazing to see how a team can come together and just have that level of confidence between each other.
Oh, 100%. And you know what? You're not wrong. Because there were a few games that Conestoga College was playing a little bit earlier in a different series, mind you. And their rotations were not actually up to par. The first game, they were struggling a little bit, but that was because they had some newer players in the team. But as the coaches said a couple times to me already, the boys are feeling great. The vibes are way up. They're training very hard together. They're playing even harder together. And they've been working on a lot of macro. And that is what I was saying earlier. The fuel economy, the rotations, the everything to make a team really come together and become a powerhouse that we're seeing in front of us right now. Look at these chiseled men with their chiseled jawlines and great godlike physiques playing Rocket League.
Yeah, look at these guys, all smiles, all whatever.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it can be a little hard sometimes getting a mid-season switch of roster, but these guys have adapted amazing.
100%. And that's one of the things I really enjoy about the Condors Esports. We have so many teams here at the college, and all of them have been able to adapt so well. It just goes to show that, Conestoga's really just got that culture. We are, it might seem like a couch party in terms of vibes, but we are all about the competition, and I think that's what matters. Even though these guys are all smiles and are all fun and games, at the end of the day, they are here to win, and they're here to earn a ticket to that LAN party.
Yeah, when you come to compete here, you're not just coming to play with a couple friends, but you just gotta be ready to compete. Once you're in the server, you gotta take over.
Yeah, we gotta learn. It's all about making sure that we have the right stuff in place to get people to where they need to be. And yeah, honestly, in this tournament, I think we're going to be seeing quite a lot of, all of those trick shots you were mentioning. Do you know if there's any other tricks that we left out? We covered the musty flick, we covered the flick reset, all that jazz. What did we miss?
Yeah, I do know about the Coxer pinch, which is just a nice little wall pinch. You just bring it up the wall, pinch your car between the wall and the ball. The ball will launch itself. It just continue going. Another one you might see, just a nice little floor pinch. You bring the ball into the air, and then as the ball's about to hit the ground, you pinch the ball through the ground and the bottom of the car.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I think those players, or those plays you were talking about, they require more than one person. Am I correct?
What?
The plays that you were talking about, the pinch and the ball pinch,
Yeah.
those require more than one person?
No. Actually, just a
No.
regular pinch is the one that requires more than one player. Everything else is just between you and the field.
Gotcha. All right, well, hey, that's a lot of knowledge about the game that we were talking about. Let's talk about the bracket and what's going on so far. Unfortunately, there has been a little bit of a mishap. Our opponents forfeited the BBB, so we're actually going to be moving up right then and there, and we're going to be going up against UTC Black, actually. And so, honestly, do we know anything about UTC Black?
I do not know a lot about UTC Black, but hey, if they're here, You know, it got to be some good competition, even though they also got a DQ, but
hey, you know
nobody
what?
knows.
People are just warming up. You know, I bet, you know, something was going on. You know, the monkeys were throwing bananas at the servers, and you know, somebody was lagging. But regardless of what happened, I think we're going to be seeing some great games because in the other brackets, you can see a 22-minute game, a 7-minute game. These players are here to win. They're brutal. They're vicious. But I don't know if we're going to be seeing a 22-minute game here because we're hoping that we can get in 2 best-of-5 series, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Conestoga up against UTC Black. It's gonna be a little hard. I'm not gonna lie, but I do think that we're gonna be able to have the advantage because black is one of our colors. You know, we're black and gold.
Yeah, for sure. That's the colors of the school. That's the colors of the institution. We're here to represent. We gotta protect our colors. Just gotta keep it going. Just gotta stay vicious. Doesn't matter if you get a DQ. It's not gonna be easy. Stay locked in. Go into the server with the same mindset. You're gonna come into the last.
100%. And you know, because of that DQ, we actually advanced so much that we only now need to win 2 games in order to make it to the LAN party, baby. Boom!
Nice. We love to see that.
Oh, absolutely, we love to see that, man. Oh man. You know, if you were going to Kentucky, where would be the first place you'd go?
You know, this is gonna be a little cliche, you know, but not some nice little Kentucky Fried Chicken, if you would have to say.
You should really leave the room immediately.
But I don't know, man. It's Kentucky. I don't know a lot about the states, but that's the only thing I know. I know the chicken's great. I'll go there. And then for the boys, go to their land.
Yeah, of course. You know, well, you know, my question was that, like, if you were one of the boys, you know, one of these Rocket League geniuses, aside from obviously going to the LAN and crushing, where else would you go? And no, you can't say the Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant. That's cheating, man. Like, there's got to be something else in there.
Well, outside of the actual KFC restaurant, there's some other restaurant for fried chicken.
Okay. So, all right, never mind. Let's move on. Let's get out of the fried chicken and back into the game. Man, oh man. So yeah, you were talking about the pinches. Are there any other techniques that we missed here? Or did you finally catch all the ones that we would probably see in this tournament?
Might get to see a nice little breezy there, which is about the same thing as a musty flick, but instead of like a rotation on the car's edge, just straight.
Yeah.
But just from there, you might just get to see the car do like a kind of like a fan rotation, and then you just chuck it straight in there.
Gotcha. Well, hey, you know what? We were talking about tech issues earlier and, you know, monkeys throwing bananas at the servers. Unfortunately, our games need to update, so we are going to have to push it back a little bit, but we do have some more terminology. And no, it's not this time YG is not telling us about it. It's an actual video.
While simple in concept, Rocket League has a lot of different terms that may throw you for a loop if you're not ready. Let's cover some of the most common terms you may hear when watching a Rocket League broadcast. Demos, short for demolition. When you drive fast enough, you can blow up your opponent's car. Wave dash. If you front flip close enough to the ground, you'll get speed from the flip while canceling the rest of the flip animation. This move gets you speed without sacrificing your ability to input button presses. Flip cancel. Similar to a wave dash, but you cancel the flip animation yourself by holding the opposite direction on your stick for the duration of the flip's animation time. Ceiling shot. In Rocket League, you have 2 jumps. After jumping off the ground, a 1.6 second timer begins, counting down how long you have to use your second flip before it disappears. When you come off the ceiling, since you haven't technically jumped, the timer doesn't start, and you can use the flip whenever. Flip reset. Anytime your 4 wheels touch any surface, including the ball, your first flip is returned, or reset. A flip reset works in the same way as a ceiling shot, where you now have your jump with no timer. Double tap. When you're able to hit the ball in the air so it goes off the backboard, and then score off of that rebound. Flick. Anytime a ball is flicked off the car when it does a flip. There are plenty of variations of these. There are many more moves, but these terms should help you follow the fast-paced action.
And we're back. Thank you kindly, Conestoga production team, for putting that beautiful piece of media together. That very much explains a lot of what we're going to be doing today, and a lot of what we were talking about a little bit earlier with the Musty Flick. But hey, let's reintroduce ourselves. You know the name and you know the voice. My name is Gareth, and I'm going to be rapping with
Ignacio Massa or YG.
There we go, baby, at YG. All right, we had to update ourselves. If you're just coming into the stream, hey, welcome. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a technical issue. The game needed to update, but things are going to be all good. Looking at the bracket, as we did actually have an update. This is for the BBB Bluegrass Boost Battle Tournament, where initially we were going to be facing off against Purdue University, and we needed 4 wins to get to the LAN party in Kentucky, which means that our players would be flying out if they won 4 games in a row. There were some disqualifications and some forfeiting. No, I believe it was a forfeit. Not
Yeah, he's forfeiting, yes.
Yeah, anyway. People dropped out because of, maybe tech issues, maybe something else. And whatever the reason was, now Conestoga has advanced in the bracket and now only needs to win 2 games in order to make it to that LAN party.
Which is a little bit insane, like you were coming into this like maybe thinking it's going to be a long night to get there, but now it's been shortened, but you still need to keep that focus to reach that LAN party.
Oh, 100%, man. Yeah, if you're not always locked in, like, I'm sure you could talk to this as a pro player yourself, as soon as you get into the zone, getting out of the zone and then getting back in is so much harder than just, ending off the game in the zone,
Yeah. Like if your night just gets cut, you're about to come into a match and you get cut out of that focus you were already built up. It's so hard to get back into it.
Yep.
Hopefully Jake is keeping them in check, keeping them locked in, talking about them, what we need to do, just refresh anything, change your plans, try to see if you can find anything about the enemy team.
Oh, absolutely. In between, from when we started to now, I'm sure Jake was just, letting the guys know about all the crazy flicks and all the crazy strategies that they could do coming into this match. I assume they know what a musty flick is, but he could be like, hey, in case you guys don't know, the musty flick is a thing. All right. But, whatever they were discussing, we will see if it's been more coaching or any kind of new lessons that the Conestoga players have learned, because I think we're going to be starting off the game in just a few minutes. And then when we do start off the game, I want to start making predictions. Who do you think is going to be taking this tournament here?
I have to go with the boys.
Oh,
the only ones I watch, they have a nice place in my heart. They are such nice people, such nice players.
100%.
Just love to see them win.
Oh, absolutely. And, I'm very hopeful that we got this as well, but I'm more so talking about the score. Do you think it's going to be a complete, 7-0 roll, or do you think there's going to be some fighting here?
I think the teams in this tournament should be able to put up a fight. I don't think we're going to see any rolls. Maybe we'll see some rolls here and there in between the series, because since we're playing some BO5s, but...
Yeah, fair enough. I would like to see a bit of a fight as well. Like you were saying, it's 2 games of best of 5. These players have a lot of time to figure out what their strategies are, what their weaknesses are, and how they're going to be going about things. But I think we'll talk about that once we come back from a break. Couple more delays on the way, but hey, don't you move a muscle. Now is a great time to go get your drinks, go grab your popcorn, your snack of choice, and we'll see you back in a few minutes with the game.
Yep, see you in a bit.
Game begin.
Offseas, we've been around for about 2 to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we of course have Rocket League, and our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, hey, third time's the charm. My name is Gareth, and I'm casting with
YG.
There we go. You know, before at the start of the stream here, we had a couple technical difficulties. We're hoping it's all smoothed out now. At first, the game needed to update. Then we had to do some bracket updates, as unfortunately a couple teams dropped out of the Bluegrass Boost Battle, the BBB tournament, featuring 2 best-of-5 series with the Condors and UTC University, I believe.
Yep, that was our bracket right now. That is currently who we are versing. Hopefully we get some good games. The delay hopefully hasn't iced the players. We'll get this. They'll probably need this first game to like just relog in, just to study each other.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all a part of the plan, all right? These teams knew, and you know, our players as well, they're starting to get dripped out, all right? He's got the awesome coat on. He's starting to feel it, you know, they got the flashy headphones as well.
My man Cyber.
Oh, I knew. Okay. I was thinking Cypher. I've been playing too much Valorant. But yeah, you know, Cyber is also a bit of a new recruit. I believe he came... he was a bit of a late register, I believe, and then so he wasn't on the team initially, but now he is. I don't think he's a full-time player here, but anyway, regardless, this guy is no joke. He's unfortunately the shortest player on the team, but he is the top dog when it comes to scoring. His stats are pretty crazy, and in the past couple of games where he has played with the Condors, he's performed very well.
Yeah, he's been a little insane. Then we have, I unfortunately do not remember his name, but this man here in the middle with the PS4 controller, he is insane.
I believe that's Poke.
That's Poke?
I think he's also a very new player to the Condors, so that's probably why I don't remember him too much.
Yes.
The other 2 players that we do have on Rocket League is Chunk. He is the veteran. You know, he's seen a lot of players come and go. We also have AD, who again is not going to be here in person, but he will be here in the actual game. He had a bunch of homework to get up to, so he's a great student and a great player, and he's the second oldest player. So him and Chunk have seen a lot of newbies come and go, and now the newbies are starting to, you know, like the newbies are equal to the players that have been here before, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I believe here Poke actually has reached the SSL rank, which is the highest achievement that you can get in Rocket League.
Wow.
And you start playing people not based on your rank, based on your MMR.
Oh, I see. And so, what does that really mean? Because like, aren't rank and MMR the same kind of thing?
Yeah. So basically, like, in between some ranks, a certain amount of MMR. But once you reach the peak, it just goes up. There's no more rank. It's just you just keep on going up in MMR.
Okay.
He's fighting up there with the top dogs.
All right. Wow. And you know what? Cool little fact is he also uses an Android phone. Coincidence? I don't think so.
I don't think so, man.
No. Are you on Android?
I am. I actually am.
Okay. And do you want to tell us your rank?
Champion 2.
Okay. And so, I mean, you might not be around Poke's level, no offense, but like on the ladder, where is that? That's pretty high up.
On the ladder, yeah, that would be pretty high when you look at the rank distribution.
What rank is above Champ 2?
Grand Champ.
Okay, then what's above that?
SSL.
Okay, yeah, so, I mean, hey, again, a coincidence? I think not. I'm also on an Android, but I have not played Rocket League a whole lot. I'm not even ranked yet. So, maybe if I got the coach to just teach me a couple little things, I might be, what's middle of the road?
Yeah, middle of the road, like about plat.
All right, yeah. I think maybe I could get platinum at this rate. So if you've got an Android phone, you know, the statistics are here. Statistically, you should be a lot better at Rocket League than literally anybody else in the world. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Let's get back into the game. So if you're a little bit newer to Rocket League, don't worry. The synopsis is it's basically car soccer. You know, players take control of these cars and they try to hit a ball into the net. It's all about physics and it's all about coordination and rotations.
Yeah, when you can see here in the cam, we have our boys here in the free play. Just get a feel for the ball, you know, getting warmed up with their shots. Just imagine like a pre-game training ground before a match of a soccer game, maybe a hockey game. If you're more on the Leaf side or whatever the Montreal team is, I don't know.
Damn, are we?
Yeah, we don't know. We just beat them every time, you know.
Fair enough.
But yeah, you can see here they're doing a little warm up session, just getting warm again since with the delays and everything.
Yeah. Honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. Again, we did have some technical difficulties, but there's no worries because I'm pretty sure it's all smoothed out now. I think the monkeys are done throwing bananas at the servers. We got them away from there. We wrangled them up and said, no more. Go back to jumping on the bed, all right? We have a game to play. And we think they listened, but we'll see in just a few minutes if things actually go according to plan. Because, life happens. Things always get interrupted. Games have to update. People have to do schoolwork and all that jazz.
Yeah, no, things always happen. It's okay. It's bound to happen at these kind of events when it's not a LAN and everything's not under control. Can't control everybody's PC at home, right?
Fair enough. Yeah, some people are playing on potatoes. Other people are playing on absolute beasts like we have here at the campus, which, how many computers do we have again?
I believe we have 4 desks with 6 PCs each. That's about... That's a nice little number of like about 24 PCs on the floor.
That's some quick maths right there. And how strong are these PCs on average?
These PCs are on the higher end, being able to run any game at high frame rates, high resolutions. That's why we're able to compete at such a high level as student athletes
You're
here.
absolutely right.
And our varsity desk also, that includes another 6 PCs, including a coach PC reserved.
Whoa.
So he can be coaching at all times. We have our monitor arms, players' webcams, players just have the best gaming experience we can provide them. And our new blacklights.
Hey, yeah, we're just swimming in technology and awesome chairs, aren't we? And so are the varsity computers stronger than the quote-unquote basic computers in the lounge?
No.
No, they're about the same. Okay,
They're about the
sweet.
same.
Yeah, absolutely. If you come to Conestoga, we want you to be ready for the hot seat, no matter your rank. So it doesn't matter if you are maybe like me and not the best at Rocket League, or like YG or our star players. You're going to be able to get the best experience possible at our fantastical and, might I add, quite spiffy-looking gaming hub. We'll start bringing that word back.
Yeah, no, our hub is amazing. Ever since I joined the Condors, this has been an absolute blast. The upgrades have been coming through. Like, everything just gets better and better. They don't seem to be slowing down either.
Awesome. Well, honestly, yeah, like you said, man, this is some amazing stuff. We honestly, dare I say, I think we have the nicest looking hub in all of the region. Scientifically proven, in my opinion, we got the best hub. But with a hub so great, so amazing, unfortunately, we have to start cleaning the floors or something like that. Let's see here. Honestly, I think we do have another little break coming in. Like we were saying earlier on in the stream, Rocket League had to update, which postponed our first game. But now AD back at home, he's just getting the update now, and he's going to need a couple minutes to update on his end. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, grab your drinks, grab your popcorn, do whatever you got to do. Go to the washroom, and we'll see you back in a couple minutes.
Have fun, guys.
tightened up their gameplay in these last 3 minutes here, but look at the net. That's okay. That's a goal. And y'all two are your middle school provincial off-sea Rocket League champions.
I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. Ooh. I'ma keep winning, winning. But you wanna go play yourself. I'ma keep. You can try to save yourself. But you wanna go.
Where is this mapping?
You can try to save yourself. But you wanna go play yourself.
Yeah, you gon' need 100 men, 100 scopes, 100 cans, just for you to watch what I'm doing under the sun again. God-given gift, MCs doing the running man. If you want me to get it poppin', may cost 100 pence. Yeah, what I supply you so. The throne is mine, take down. I got 105, got the upper hand. I'm too real, can't fake that. Who you know putting fear in them like this? You a vampire, still suck when you bite this. Lord forgive me for my sins, I'm feeling righteous. But they been next to me to show me I might just. They didn't think I could do it, I had to demonstrate how the flow is so heavenly, keeping demons straight. Who they fooling, I showed them the jig is up again. When I asked them who is the best, they get this to stuttering. Tell them.
I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself.
I came this far, nothing can't stop me now. They knock me down, but they can't count me out. I can't lose, I won't lose. I can't lose, I won't lose.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You know the name and you know the voice. My name is Gareth, and I'm going to be casting with,
YG,
also known as
Ignacio Maza.
There we go. That's the awesome name we know and love. So if you're new to the stream, hi there, welcome. We are going to be participating in the BBB, the Bluegrass Boost Battle between Conestoga and UTC University. And whoever wins this tournament here is going to be sent to a LAN party in Kentucky, which means that they're actually going to be traveling. So, you know, plane tickets are going to be going out and players are going to be traveling to compete at an even higher level for all the marbles. And yeah, honestly, we're going to be seeing quite a lot of moves here. Unfortunately, one of our players could not make it, and AD, he's one of our older players. We have Poke and Cyber on the team here. Yes. They're two of our newer players. You can see them. I believe Cyber's in the jacket, and Poke is in not the jacket. He's in the white, gold, and black. But AD, one of our older players, unfortunately, he couldn't make it. He had some homework. He's a great student and a great player. Had to run home, do all the homework, update his game, and now I think we're going to be back. Ready for action. And, you know, speaking of Kentucky, YG, if you were sent to Kentucky, what would be one of the things you would do? You know, put yourself in one of these players' shoes. You just came off the plane and you have like a day to rest and relax before, you know, putting the pedal to the metal and getting into that tournament. What are you doing?
Well, seeing all the hype around our boys here, the Blue Jays, you know, I will try to catch like a Kentucky University baseball game. I do know they have a lot of universities there, and their feuds are insane. And I know their crowds. The feuds, you know, they have a little beef. They have a little beef between the universities.
Okay.
See if I can catch any form of sport, you know?
Okay, fair enough. And, you know, it's funny you mentioned baseball because the Blue Jays actually are going crazy for the first time in 16 years, I think. We're actually able to advance the series as, you know, we beat the Yankees. And, unfortunately, we didn't have the best time against the Mariners. But, hey, you know, we don't talk about that. This is a series, so the Blue Jays could come back just like our players. Because today, like I said before, we're going to be facing off in 2 best-of-5 series against UTK University. Is that right?
Yeah,
yes,
UTK University.
Boom. Awesome. And now I don't think we know a whole lot about the other team, unfortunately, but that's okay because we had a lot of delays today, so we're going to need some time to figure each other out, you know, see what each players are comfortable with, where their strategies are, where their weak points are, and then start actually, you know, putting the pedal to the metal and really kick things off into high gear, as they would say.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes in some Rocket League series. The first game is usually just to get a feel for the other team once you haven't done a lot of studying. Just a study period.
Yeah. Okay, so do you think we're going to be seeing any overtime in this game, in this series here?
In this series, well, depending on how the first map goes, I'll give you my input on that.
Okay, all right.
Gotta get to know them. You know, gotta see how they're gonna study each other, how they're gonna play against each other.
Awesome. Well, I think the games are going to be starting up in just a couple seconds here. And here we go. That's the kickoff. Condors Esports versus UTK Black.
Yeah, coming over here, 80 pinch just coming out, gets demoed by Dokcha.
Okay. So I'm thinking that these players like to play a little dirty, you know? They like to be physical.
You know, nice getting examination.
Whoa!
Cyber!
Right.
Wait, a great angle.
So, do you think we're going to be seeing a lot of overtime this series?
Oh, I guess so.
You know, based off of that, Cyber, if he keeps doing this over and over again, we might not be here for a third game, unfortunately. We might just be seeing the 2.
Yeah, what a great angle, what a great catch, great read from Cyber coming back into the kickoff here.
Oh, yeah. Which Rocket League trick was that? That was the ceiling reset, right?
No, just a nice little coming off the wall, just get a nice, amazing angle and just tapping into the open net after a great passing play from the Condors.
Okay. So could we call it the Spider-Man? Because like you kind of have to hang onto the wall.
Yeah, you can do that. The Cyber Spider-Man.
Okay, the Cyber Spider-Man. That's what we like to hear.
Nice shot from Poke here, coming over here. 80 putting it back up the field. Just again, just an analysis phase. That goal meant nothing to the UTK players.
Yeah, they're completely unfazed, and that's what we love. Because, you know, if you give up too easily, man, you just don't have that spirit.
Yeah, exactly. Again, just like there's both teams just poking and prodding at each other, not committing too much. The Condors having that lead, they can just play with the UTK's desperation. 80 bringing it up. Oh, dare dribble blocked by UTK.
Fantastic play, though. You know, I think that the Condors realized that UTK was a little bit spread out because they were trying to get that boost, and Conestoga capitalized. Even though they had less overall boost among their players, they knew that there was an opening, and it looks like Cyber almost finding one himself.
Whoa, back to the middle, 80 high press up the field. Poke tries to pass it to Cyber. Cyber finds it, just keeping the ball in the corner, just making everybody waste their boost.
Oh, come on, Poke.
Big
Almost hit a
50.
crazy air shot there.
Big 50 from Poke. Just challenging, just getting in their faces. The challenge came from analysis. They saw they're going to play safe. They have the lead. Just get in their faces. Don't let them breathe. Don't let them get any boost. Now, Dokja's only player at the back. Poke, perfect read on the backboard. Perfect reset back to our own corner. Back left. Demo from UTK.
Again? Man, I can't believe it. Man, oh man, we've seen like, what, 6 demos already? But oh my god, Cyber! Let me get the second goal of the game! Tapping it, baby! That's how we do it!
We love to see it from Cyber. Our golden scorer here. Our ace of the team. Look at that tap over.
Look at this.
Poke leaves it. It bounces back. Nice little slow goal with a nice little 29 mile per hour.
100%, man, and I like how cool he is there. You know, if that was me in that chair, I would be freaking out. But, you know, you saw him on the screen there. He was calm, cool, collected. He knew what was going on. He knew the ball had its home right inside of the net.
Again, just going straight back to the high off the field pressure, not letting UTK analyze anything, not letting their game get to them, just performing amazingly. What a 50. Just getting the ball up there. Just keeping going. Poke. We might be a little over-rotated. 80 just gets a demo.
There's a demo for the Condors, baby. We're back on the board.
Great save from Cyber. Just gets back on the ball, puts it up. The UTK puts it back to the corner. Poke, back to the middle. Fast-paced game we have going on. The Condors are getting warm.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There's another demo for the Condors. Something's going on here. You know, Cyber's scoring animation, whatever the heck that is. It might be ice, but he is on fire, scoring both goals for his team thus far. And I think we're going to be seeing another goal pretty soon, as 80 has a very good position, and none of the defenders have a lot of boost to work with.
You know, Poke coming in again, they're just staying in their faces. Dogja trying to bring it up, but now Cyber gets control of the ball again. Pass to the middle. Can anybody find it? No. Poke puts it back up to the middle. Can he find the read? Puts it over the first defender. Second is there, just like onions.
Uh-oh, Cyber's got the ball again. Look out, UTK.
We gotta look out. I have to find it. Oh, nice little pass back to Cyber. Cyber puts it up. Can you get the read? No. Legit Luke gets up to the wall there. Just gets them bumped. The 6 boost has nothing. The Condors are just gonna bully them.
Not quite fast enough to move to where the ball is. Unfortunately, 80 doesn't have any boost either, but with that perfect read that he's got, it's A-okay. Now the ball's going to be coming in hot. Can he get the read again? Yes, he can.
That's 80. Nice little catch over there. Cyber, again, ready to support his teammate. That's what we were talking about before the show started.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, give us a second here. Ooh, 80 just gets another read, puts it to the backboard. Cyber passes it mid. 80!
Oh, no!
A little bit of a whiff. It's okay. It's okay. First game, things happen.
That's a bit of a heartbreaker, and you know what? 80's playing from home, and he just updated the game. Maybe they changed something in the game. They're like, you know what? This 80 guy, he's too darn good.
Oh, open net. 80 redeems himself instantly. Great pass from Poke.
Honestly, you know what? He whipped the first one, but that's A-okay, because he was like, all right, guys, don't worry. I figured out I have to hold W if I want to push the ball into the net. I've got this. And boom, right there. Completely uncontested. All of UTK was all the way back at the Condors Esports side of the field, and he had an open net and just took it.
Yeah, hey, there's something they say in Rocket League. The hardest shots to hit are the open nets. The net just becomes so small once you know you gotta score. Poke bringing it up the field. Double tap. Almost finds the angle. Cyber puts it back to the backboard.
Cyber going to be following up on the play as well. Tries to tap it back. Now Poke's going to be coming in for a rebound off the backboard. Unfortunately goes to nowhere. Oh, man. But yeah, it's these rotations that you were talking about before. They have the rotations. They have the game knowledge. They've got everything they need. But unfortunately, they are going to be down Poke as he got demoed.
80, little cheeky there, trying to go for the ceiling musty flick. Poke just keeping it up there, 20 seconds. The Condors seem to be in the driver's seat, quite literally.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're going to take this one home. Map 1 will be closed down by the Condors unless something amazing happens from
We
UTK.
do have 10 seconds. Oh, Poke
Poke.
might be scoring the 4th goal of the game. No, great save from UTK.
Just
That's
continuing going here.
2, 1.
One.
As soon as the ball touches the ground, almost
Over.
the 4th goal there. You can see Poke. I think that was Poke just flying right into the net. He's like, I need one more.
One more for
I need
good
to pad
measure.
my- I mean, they don't have KDAs in Rocket League. What would you call that? Like pad on your-
They also call it gas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you
But double
gas up
set.
your-
Yeah, but you have goals, you have assists, you have saves.
Got you. Well, hey, regardless of what they were doing, Cyber is going to be our S2 Grand Champion with 554 score, which means 2 goals and 2 saves with 6 shots to his name. And of course, trailing right next to him is going to be 80 with 238 points on the Condor side, anyways, with 1 goal, no assists, no save, but 4 shots. And you know what they say? You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Exactly. Just got to keep the ball going over there. Cyber, you see that? Like, he shot 6 times, he scored 2. You just got to keep the game that ball there. Seeing that Cyber, just that striker, just looking to get that ball into the net. Just the aggressiveness that he needs. Trying to find those angles, forcing the defense to use their boost and make a save.
100%. And honestly, we saw them do an amazing job at doing that because of how many rotations they were doing. It felt like for the entirety of the first game, Condors and the ball was all the way up at UTK's side of the field, and they could not breathe. Like you were saying, don't let him breathe. Let him stay stressed because they're going to run out of boost, and eventually someone's going to make a wrong rotation and open up the net.
Yep, coming back here into the game. Second game of the series. If the Condors take this, it might be rough.
Baby!
What a
right off the bat
play!
again. Are you kidding me? How many of these are we going to be seeing? Poke from out of nowhere hits the Cyber Spider-Man flick or something like that. That's an air musty, whatever. I don't know what that is. Whatever it was, that was fan-flippin'-tastic. Pun intended, by the way. Oh, man.
Amazing team play. Cyber to 80, 80 off the wall, and Poke gets a perfect read to put into the net.
as well.
Wait!
No way. Okay. I thought we were going to be seeing another goal right off the bat as Cyber.
Oh, they
gets
put it
a
across their own
decent
net!
Wait a minute. 80, come on, lock in, man. You got 60 boost to work with. Can he launch it in? Not quite. But now Cyber's got the ball, and debatably, that's even worse for UTK. They're going to try to read him, and they do get the right read, but the ball still falls dangerously close to the net as 80 picks it back up.
Yeah.
Cyber could be looking for something here. As
Goes
80
for the
bounces
double
back.
tap. Almost the angle. Could have got insane. Poke puts it back up. Cyber tries to get the read. Poke is back up there. They're just not letting them get anything.
No, and we also saw a great rotation from Poke as well. He saw the play, but unfortunately it was too little or too late, and he wasn't able to pick up the ball back up.
Holy bombardment from the Condors. Just shooting. Poke going to try to put him between 2. The entirety of UTK is out of boost. Cyber bringing it up. Pinches it.
Oh, there we go. We almost did a
Nothing.
Rule 1 as well there as they kind of touched hoods.
Almost a nice little one. This is Cyber going for another shot. Poke up there again. The UTK scrambling, looking for boost anywhere.
goal-
Not getting anything.
100%. The goalie needs a raise. Whoever is playing the goalie, they definitely are having the work cut out for them. Seems like every 2 seconds the Condors are just back in their side of the net, trying to make something happen.
Oh, what a
And
pass in the
something
middle. Cyber finds
There
the
we go,
top
baby.
left corner. What a pass from Poke.
Amazing teamwork again. They got the demo, and much like the first game, as soon as they know that they have the player advantage, they're like, all right, guys, time to strike. Low-key, I think Poke was trying to take the goal.
No, Poke was the one that took the pass, man. He put the ball in the middle.
Oh, fair enough. But, the person who passes doesn't always get as much glory as the person who scores. You feel me?
You're right. You're right about that. The headlines will always be the scorer, but sometimes the pass is just better than the goal.
Exactly. Well, regardless of what happens here, we might be seeing another goal pretty shortly as the Condors Esports, all 3 members, they grab a demo in response to Dokja. He demos one of our players.
No, just continuing to demo. Just coming over here, trying to find an angle. Poke recovers, puts it up into the field. The Condors get the air they need and might be able to get another one.
All right, come on, Condors. Your birds start flying in the air a little bit more as 80 bumps the ball in the air and almost going to be hitting it over to the net, but it's not quite going to be there.
Oh, Poke!
Let's go! The bottom left corner is a little devious, but that's how we do it. Poke with a fantastic goal. It looked like it was not going to go in, but man, oh man.
He forced an own goal from the UTK player.
I'm sorry, a what?
He forced an own goal.
A what?
An own goal.
Can you explain what that means?
When you put the ball into your net.
Okay. I thought that would just be called a self goal, but you know what? They call it ungles?
Own goal.
Own goal?
Yes.
Listen, I don't speak Rocket League for a reason, right?
Well, no, it's own. You know, like the word own. Like you own a car.
Okay. Never mind. That makes more sense.
Yeah. So it's a nice little own goal.
All right, well, anyway, let's get back into the game as now actually UTK is looking to be on the offensive as they almost score twice, but Poke is going to be there for 2 times in a row, able to save the play, might be making a return goal instead as Cyber picks up the ball with all the boost he's got, and 80's going to be coming in for a bit of a rebound. Can he hit it in? Not quite.
Just finding again, just getting right back to that aggression. The UTK found a nice little opening to try to get to a strike, but Poke shuts it down and starts a Condor's counterattack. Just get right back into control of the game.
And Cyber as well, you know, he, right after that counterattack was launched, he brings it up into the air, letting his 2 teammates get the boost that they need to carry out a play and start pushing that ball and get the valuable space they need to actually make another goal happen.
Yeah,
it's another
for
3-0 as well. Are we
Yeah.
going to be seeing 3 3-0s?
We might just get to see that, but there's a lot of time left in this game, and the Condors seem hungry for it.
Oh yeah, they are starving, so to say. You know, minute 20 on the board. Still 3 goals to their name, still up 3-0. And now the ball is going to be moving over towards the UTK side. It almost gets a goal.
Save. Poke just finds another one, bottom corner.
Let's go!
Poke gets his second of the game.
Poke from out of nowhere. Let's see how this happens in slow-mo.
What a pass from 80. Just finds Poke right after Cyber's shot. That was an amazing save from UTK. That was amazing goalkeeping.
100%.
But the barrage.
Yeah, you know, again, the goalie needs a raise for UTK. He's definitely putting the work in. He's probably sweating at the keyboard, and honestly, this guy is crazy good. But yeah, you know, like as we were talking about earlier, even though 80 hasn't scored the most out of this tournament, you can already see in that last play at least.
UTK find a goal.
All right, there we go.
A little mistake there in defense, but it's all right. The boys still have it. Things like that happen. That's what we got that 4th goal for. That nice little cushion.
Oh, 100%. You know, and I mean, if you really think about it, we could really just girl math and say it's still 3-0.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but hey, anyway, regardless, amazing response from UTK Black. They realized that, you know, even though the barrage is coming, there's going to be a week
And
somewhere.
we get it back. Nice little kickoff goal, as we call that one.
How'd that happen? I was talking. Okay, let's see here.
Oh, what an amazing 50
Oh
from
my
Cyber,
God.
and 80 gets the read instantly.
All right, well, there we go. So now we're actually going to be climbing back up to a, I mean, if you girl math it again, 4-0 lead. I mean, you know, we might as well have just not moved the goals.
Yeah, we just might as well just leave it like that, but the Condors wanted more. They want that Brazil. Poke might
it might
find
be
the
a
open
6-1.
net.
Oh, not quite going to happen, though, but Cyber's going to be picking back up the play, but it gets blocked again. Let's go. HDSN with a crazy save, and now UTK is going to be on the offensive. Can they manage to get it in? Not quite.
Just finding again back to the defense, but again, the Condors want it. They won that 7-1, that legendary Brazil scoreline. That's what everybody plays for. Just the ultimate disrespect in the sport.
The 6-1.
The 7-1.
Oh, the 7-1. Okay, well, Condors were dangerously close there with Poke once again putting the ball almost right where it needs to be, but the goalie is just getting so much experience and he's able to block it.
Yeah,
And now
Cyber.
15 seconds left on the board. Is there going to be another? YG, I need your honest opinion.
Right here, actually. There you go. There's a 6.
There we go.
There's a 6. Another one from
6-1.
Cypher.
There we go. All smiles, buddy. You have earned it. Oh, yeah. Honestly, it's the coat that's making him play so well. It just looks so dang amazing. And boom. You know, there we go. 10 seconds. Is there going to be a 7th?
Hey,
dig
they get
into
it.
your infinite wisdom of Rocket League. Are we seeing a 7th?
We just might get to see it here. Cyber brings it up the wall. Gonna bring it across the field. Going for some cheeky. Goes
We
under.
might be seeing 7th. No, not quite. As Poke is going to be trying to rebound off the play. If the ball hits the ground, the play is over. All right.
2 more seconds. We might have seen that legendary 7-1, but instead we get to see a 6-1 from the boys.
Hey, that's not bad at all. I would love to see another 6-1 in game number 3. Or do you think that game number 3 is going to be the 7-1 that we're looking for?
Hopefully it will be. I don't know. The boys are looking confident. Jake was right. They're looking amazing. They're playing hard and posing their game style. They're not letting UTK have anything. I do not know if they have it in them to bring it back.
Honestly, you maybe not, but as one of the Call of Duty players was saying to me, you can't win a reverse sweep without losing the first 2 games.
Exactly.
All right,
You are
so
correct.
you know they are down, but they are not out in the slightest. HDSN able to get 4 saves to his name. Legit Luke 10 with 5 saves, and Dokja, I believe his name is, with 2 saves to his name. And of course the Condors, an astronomical amount of goals on Poke and Cyber, with 80 getting easily the most passes and assists in the game.
Yep, coming back into our 3rd game here. Match point for the Condors. Try to go for the same kickoff strategy. 80 finds the ball again. Cyber, if he beats him,
Oh, not quite fast enough, but 80 now has 100 boost to work with, so he could be bouncing it off the top and getting another goal to his name.
Let's see here again. Just keeping aggressive. 80 finds a demo. Cyber going for the shot. What
there's no way!
placement!
Oh my god, that is as close to as a mag as you could get in Rocket League. Like, I mean, it didn't go through any legs, but that was wild.
What a rocket from
Oh
Cyber.
my
Bottom right corner.
goodness.
The accuracy on this man.
It's ridiculous. Somebody should check his PC. He might be cheating.
Insane placement from Cyber. Again, going for the kickoff strategy. Getting that M demo right away. Not letting them have anything. 80 puts it up.
Poke. Go on, can he do it again? No, not quite. The Magic Johnson of Rocket League not able to turn that into a goal just yet.
Seeing here again, 80 going above, trying to go for a pinch here. Poke finds it. Another save.
Fantastic save from HDSN as well. This guy is phenomenal in the goal.
Cyber, great 50 to get the ball back in Condor's control. Finds it again, puts it up to Poke. Poke doesn't read it, gets back, just keeps on going. The barrage stays. Poke gets a demo. Just ball back to the UTK side. Poke flicks it over. Puts it back to 80. Might be an open net. They took it from each other.
That's okay. You know, everybody wants to get the everybody wants to gas up their score because I feel like now is the time to do it. But somebody's got to get in the net as the ball was dangerously close to the Condors, and they were able to pull it back here. But now the barrage might be starting for UTK now.
It's the ball straight back. Poke wants it. He needs it. Tries to put a center. Doesn't go. Cyber puts it back to the backboard. Can we get the read? 80.
Almost.
Gets really close to the read.
But now Cyber, he's got a lot of boost to work with. He's flying in the air, but unfortunately flies a little too fast. But Poke is going to be able to pick up the play again, as now 80 is going to be from pretty much from downtown there, able to catch the ball and also get a demo. Now they've got the player advantage for another few seconds. Could they be making something happen? Poke unfortunately loses the air dribble. But now 80 with a crazy shot. Poke with another crazy shot, but it gets blocked.
Just keeps on going. Poke just gets it, puts it back up, bumps the goalkeeper.
Come
Can
on,
Cyber
Cyber.
find the
Yeah,
angle? He
baby.
finds it. What a pass from Poke. What a great play from the Condors. Not giving up in the play ever. Poke with a nice little bump. Look at the angle he finds on the crossbar.
It's beautiful. It's just above the it's just above the goalie as well. It's just so perfect. How does Cyber do it? He might just have a calculator with like a protractor, being like, if I jump at this angle, what's the the
Goes for it again. Oh my god, he almost finds a double tap.
All right, 80 going to try to pick up the play again as legit Luke tries to scramble for the ball, but he has no boost to work with. As Cyber backs up to the other side of the field. He might be able to get something. That's a great shot of the net, but not quite.
80 gets the demo. He insta-punishes that goalkeeper. Poke comes up 50. Goes for another 50. Puts it up. Cyber got the angle!
Buddy! There we go. That's the 3-0 once again. We're going to be making great progress towards that beautiful 7-1, or potentially a 7-0 with 2:40 left on the clock. Do you think we're going to be seeing it this game?
I think we might be able to. Poke is hungry. He is not giving anybody anything. He's in their faces, getting 50 after 50 after 50. Another 50 we're seeing here from Poke. Cyber gets a 50 of his own. He comes off the wall, puts it to the middle. Can 80 get the read?
Oh, that was so close. I think we saw another play where they took it away from themselves because it bounced off of someone right on the edge of the net and didn't quite make it in, but Cyber might be getting a pass up here.
No, not quite. Poke puts it back up, tries to go for the read. Is somebody up for him? Flip, reset, puts it over. Crossbar. Cyber, it's 80.
Not quite. Cyber might be getting it though, as he has a lot of boost to work with, and he hits it right over, but it gets saved.
Yeah, Poke going for the defensive clearance back the backboard. He gets it off. Cyber will get set up for a full core aerial. Can he get the musty flick? Saved by Luke. Can he get the clearance? The Condors are still there on their faces.
All right, Poke's got a lot of boost to work with, and he is starving. He might be coming in for another play here as he rockets right over, but Cyber gets a demo instead, so he's not taking the highlight reels right now as 80 bumps the ball back over. Cyber might be looking for a touch here. This could be another goal of his as Poke manages to hold it, flips it over the defense.
Puts it up.
Is that in?
It's finds it!
What? That was crazy. How did that happen? YG, analyze it immediately. What happened
Immediate analysis. Great wall shot off the wall. Perfect flick. Perfect placement towards the top right corner. Poke, our newest admission. See, I'm saying he just adapted insanely fast, and he's already making a name for himself here in the Condors.
Oh, absolutely. And there's another beautiful demo with a return demo from HDSN. He's like, hey, man, you're not allowed to demo for free. I'll be taking you back. And Cyber with a beautiful layup as well. Gets a goal right off the bat. 5-0, 1:22 on the clock.
Another crazy pass from 80, just completely just goes over the defender, finds Cyber. Cyber stays composed in front of the open net. Learn from his mistake and just puts it away for a 5-0 lead on the Condors.
Yeah, and how do you read that? How do you even react to that? Because it was like 2 seconds ago, you just got scored on, and then they come back right again with a completely different strategy. How do you ever read these guys?
There's nothing you can do. It's just like they don't let you think. If you're not at that level where you can defend yourself and get the ball out of your own half, you won't have any time to breathe. Your brain's going to start lacking oxygen, and they're going to start barraging you.
Oh my god, 80 almost able to take it with 1 minute on the clock. Poke going to be coming in here. Going to be coming in hot. 50 boost to work with. Can he get the reset?
Gets it over!
That might be in. As 80 bumps it in. Let's go!
6-0 lead for the Condors. What an amazing play.
Do you think we're going to be seeing an 8-0 this game? You know, because like if you kind of girl math it, 8-0 is really just 7-1.
Exactly, yeah, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You just donate one of your goals.
Just donate it
exactly.
over. The boys.
It's all about hitting that crazy score line. But let's see how crazy this score line gets. There's a minute. There's less than a minute to this game as the ball actually gets hit over to the Condors' net. Maybe they want to let it go in.
Maybe it's part of the plan.
I mean, maybe. All right, there we go. HDSN almost with a really good flick. They do. UTK does manage to push some players out of the way. So now Conestoga is going to be on the back foot for once.
Oh, we have the save. Oh, but he still get it. Poke gets it up the field for Cyber.
Oh, Cyber, does he take it? They're trying to go, but they can't quite do it. That's a 7-0 lead for the Condors. Oh, man. Let's take a look at this one more time in slow-mo. They knew it was free, and you can see UTK. They were rocketing back as fast as they could, but run as fast as you can. I don't think you're catching that ball. What was that, like over 100 kilometers an hour, that ball?
Yeah, so something like that. Cyber just gets a little fancy with it. Musty flick.
There we go. That's
into the open net. Yeah, there you go. That's the musty flick we've been talking about. Perfect shot, perfect placement. 80!
Oh, out of nowhere, off the backboard. I mean, that was from center field. Now, that was a downtown goal. Let's see where he was at there. From nowhere. Yeah, there we go. Pretty much center field. Boom, slams it right in the net. It goes exactly where he needs it to go. As you see King Kong probably beating up Godzilla as Conestoga is beating up UTK.
Yep, 8-0 lead. The boys are looking amazing. They're going to be one series away from getting that flight over to Kentucky, and they want it. They're hungry for it. Can they go for the 9?
Like, I need my authentic fried chicken immediately. No one's going to stand in my way. There you go. That's 2 seconds left. That's 1 second left. 80 going to save it. They might actually be trying to go for a goal because if the ball touches the ground, it's over. And they do let it go down. Condors Esports with the 8-0 lead over UTK Black. That is a 3-0 sweep for the boys in black and gold.
Amazing game for the boys. They looked a little conservative in the first game, but they were trying to get the read. They got the read of not letting them breathe, and they showed that throughout the games.
Oh, absolutely. And like you were saying before, the adaptation these players made, even mid-game, was fantastic, and was honestly the reason why we saw such crazy score lines. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay, honestly, as much as I want to say that we got to watch these guys all night, unfortunately, there is no fourth game that they have to play in a best of 5. Unfortunately, you know, all of the wins are theirs, and unfortunately, UTK is gonna have to go to the losers bracket. But hey, we might see a rematch if they make it into the
grand finals.
Yes, into the grand finals, because it is a double elimination tournament. So that means there's gonna be a winners bracket and a losers bracket. But hey, the tournaments are still gonna be going on, so wish the players luck. You can follow us on our socials at Condors Esports, and you can keep up with all the awesome esport news of our players as well as our broadcasts. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And with that, my name is Gareth, and I've been with
YG.
Thank you very much for coming out.
Game begin.
Off-seas, we've been around for about two to 3 years now. We started during the pandemic. We started with virtual tournaments, getting students, from across the province to be able to play together. One of our short-term and long-term goals has been to, provide an opportunity for an in-person event. We actually have teams coming from all over the province. Some of the other titles that we've supported through OFSI has been League of Legends, Smash Brothers, Valorant. So we of course have Rocket League, and our most recent one will be Minecraft Education. So we try to choose whatever title our players want to play. So as long as we have demand for a title, that's the title we go with.